Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing something that I haven't done ever, really, and it's been requested a lot. So everybody wants to know, they keep asking me, what is my main go-to mobile hunting setup? And today we're going to talk about my setup. I try to keep it as simple as possible. You're going to see a lot of Lone Wolf Custom Gear stuff. It's not because I'm a Lone Wolf Custom Gear fanboy. It's just they make really good equipment and it serves a purpose, and that's my primary go-to. So let's get stuck in. All right, so the stand. So I run the Lone Wolf Custom Gear 0.5 stand. It's extremely small, it's extremely lightweight. I like it. Being a bigger guy, it works really well for me. It doesn't flex a lot. I can get it in really tiny little spots and crazy trees, a lot of adjustability. I run it this year primarily with the mini sticks. So these are the Gen 1 minis with the rubber coating I traded some B sticks for. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for this, but I actually run it with a 5th stick. So I have one double on here and it's J hooked. And for me, I'll be honest, it's the October 14th. I've been on 7 mobile hunts already. I haven't used this stick but one time. And I only needed one stick, and I was like, oh, I'll use the double this time. I'll probably use the 5 sticks more in late season, when the cover's out of the trees and I got to get really high up, to not get picked by these heavily pressured Michigan public land deer. So I do always take the 5th stick. If I'm going like extremely deep, sometimes I will leave it in the truck, but it only weighs 1.7 pounds, so it's not like it's adding too much to my kit. I have the Lone Wolf Custom Gear backpack straps. They're really nice. And I added this pad here to the stand. So it's just I cut this out of a gardening pad, and this really adds a lot of comfort. Now this is not a comfortable stand at all. Most people buy it and they end up selling it because they just can't get comfortable in it. It's got an 18-inch post. It's not big. Your boots are hanging off the platform, but it is so freaking lightweight. To me, it is so worth the benefits. The trade-off is it's uncomfortable, but the benefits are incredible as far as where you can go, where you can get, makes you more efficient. And I'm not out there to take a freaking nap. I'm out there to kill big deer. I'm out there to go into these bedding areas and be quiet. I can sacrifice comfort for a quality stand that's extremely lightweight. I think hunt ready, I don't know, it's like between 6 and 7 pounds hunt ready. All right, so typically when I go on a mobile hunt, I have my hunter safety system harness here. Now this is one of the older ones. It's got the big pockets, and I really like this harness, but it is incredibly heavy. And if this thing gets wet, which I've been stuck in the rain now on several hunts, it gets even heavier. It is nice because it has the built-in binocular strap, and then I can tie off my rangefinder right here. So it's always ready to go. I can, range a deer. I'm always scanning with my binoculars. I love, trying to get as high as possible if I have cover, so I can, scan and try to, maybe I didn't get close enough, but I can see that buck stand up and move, and I know where to go in the next time. So I do like this harness. I feel really safe in it. It's got the D-rings in it. I don't know if you can see those. It's just extremely heavy. So I don't know, I might, look to getting the same brand, but like an ultralight model. A lot of guys are using rock climbing harnesses. I don't know. So if you guys remember, I ran this stand last year, and I know it was over 50 sits. So whether it was a morning or evening sits, I put over 50 sits in this stand last year, and I've already put 7 into it this year. So I've been out there grinding, hunting hard. I absolutely love this setup. I love having the double. It's it's really nice when you go to hang your stand, you can stand on these double steps at the top if you need to. So really awesome setup. If you can afford it, I love it. All right, so for pack this year, I'm running the Wolf Pack. Like I said in my review, this is 100% a luxury item. You don't have to have this pack. It's nice, it's small, it forces me to be minimalist. And I can't really take that much because it's so small, so I like it. Now that I've actually used this 7 times in the tree, the features are pretty incredible. It's the waterproofing. They said it was waterproof. It 100% is waterproof. I have been out in absolute torrential downpours this season, and it has not failed me once. With that camera in the bag, bone dry. So it is an awesome pack. So we're gonna do a pack breakdown real quick. So, you know, when I get to my tree, I sneak in, I take my, my stand off, I take the pack off the stand, put the stand away, unhook my J-hooks. Now I'm ready to put my sticks on. So the first thing I do is I open this top up and I grab my linesman's and my tether. So sometimes I'll actually wear my linesman rope in. So sometimes I actually will wear this clipped on right here, and then I just put it over like this. Sometimes I actually wear it this way walking in, and then I take this tether. And one of the things that's really nice about the Hunter Safety System harness, you got these big pockets, so you can line these pockets up. I also always wear cargo pants, camo cargo pants, because you can put straps and stuff in there, for climbing up your tree. So go in this pocket here, I have all my straps. So I'm kind of weird, and I run 2 Amsteel daisy chains. This is the thicker Amsteel, so it's not 7/64, so I think 1/8 is maybe the size. I have daisy tethers from Eastern Woods Outdoors, so I carry 2 of those. And I also have cam straps. So we got 2 daisies, 2 tethers, 2 cam straps. So I have 5 sticks in a stand, so I need 6 straps. So all my climbing gear, everything I need to hang my stand is in this front pocket. It's accessible, there's nothing in the way. I do have these compression straps on the front that I got from Kafaru. If I need to, like say if I have some bibs here, I'll just take that off and hang it on the tree limb or something. So everything is very accessible. I also have, these are just carabiners. They're quick carabiners, so they're not locking, they're small. I got them from REI, and then there's just some like 1/8 inch shot cord. So I actually will use these and I'll hang them off both sides of my harness, and then my sticks can go in here. So when I'm climbing up the tree, I'll have 2 sticks on my side. So I can hang my stand in one trip up if I want. I don't always do that, but most of the time I do. It's either 1 trip or 2. So other thing we have in this front pocket is I have carabiners with paracord on there. I just use paracord. I have 2 of them. So I have 1 for my pack, 1 for my bow. I don't have an issue with paracord. I know some guys are sick of it tangling. It's a headache to deal with. It does take a couple extra seconds to you have to wind them up. I know there's a way you can like figure 8 it on your hand. I have to learn that. Maybe that's what I should do. It make it a little easier on me. But I take the paracord. It's easy. It's cheap. I had an instance where I didn't remember to unhook it at the top, and I took all my sticks and my stand down, and I just looked up there and I was beat, and I just yanked on it and ripped it down. And it's paracord. It's cheap, so I just threw it away, and I got new paracord. So it's not that big of a deal. So that's why I use paracord. So on this side, one thing I want to mention, that everything always goes back into this pack the same way every freaking time. So I put everything back the same exact way. It's all in the same spots. So I can, grab something in the dark. I don't need a flashlight. I just know where it's going to be, and then I can feel it. Obviously, you can feel what paracord feels like, feel what a daisy tether feels like. So you don't really even need a light. So we get up in the tree, say our stand's hung. I've been using my lineman's rope that whole time. I will hang my tether in the tree, and I'll actually hook it right here, and then climb into the tree, climb into the stand. So I always hook up to my tether before I get into my stand. Maybe one day we'll actually do a whole setup video, but once I'm in the tree, what I'll do is I'll pull my bag up first. So I pull the bag up, and then it's got this awesome bag hanger right here. So this goes right around your tree, and then you can hang your bag, and it's extremely fast. It works really well. And as you guys can see, I don't even run the backpack straps anymore. I only run it this way. And this bag hanger thing is incredible. I love it so much. I didn't even realize it until I started using it this season, how nice it is. So I hang this up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my bow hanger. So this is a Genesis 3D printing bow hanger. This is Public Land hanger. I've been guilty of using screw-ins for years on public land. I'm really trying not to do that anymore, so I got me a public land hanger. This one works pretty well. So I'll hang my hanger up, and then I'll pull my bow up, hang my bow, and I knock an arrow immediately. I always want to be hunting when I'm in the woods. Whether I'm walking in, I always have my release on, I have my bow, and I'll have an arrow knocked usually when I'm walking in, but I'm ready to kill at any moment. A big buck could jump up, maybe a doe jumps up by the road. I would happily shoot a doe by the road. I think anybody would. So I'm always wanting to be ready to kill. So as soon as I get in the tree and my bow's on the ground, I get really antsy, and I get like, it's just a weird feeling. So I get that bow pulled up as fast as I can, hang it up, get an arrow knocked, and at that point I'm ready to kill. You know, I have my rangefinder right here, my release is on my hand, I'm ready to kill. All right, so after my bow's hung up, I get really antsy about being able to film. So the next thing that's gonna go on will be the pocket arm. So pull the pocket arm out, hang this up. You know, I have a cheap Rudios ball head on here. I didn't want to spend the money on the Monferrato Be Free. I feel like this thing works pretty good. It's not the best quality, but it's like 25 bucks on Amazon. And, you know, it works fine for, I think, for me. These are the tag ends from the Kafaru straps. As you can see, they're super long. I'm actually going to cut them, and I'm going to sew the ends back on. I just need to learn how to sew, not a sewer. So unfortunately, so what I do is I just push them in here. On this pack side here, I have my water. So I always take water. I require water. Some guys don't require water. This is 16-ounce RAI bottle. I like it because it's quiet, it doesn't make noise. I can, you know, quietly open it, take a sip. I take 16 ounces of water, that's it. So maybe if I'm hunting an all-day sit, I might throw an extra bottle in here. I don't know if this is an all-day sit pack or not. It's pretty full the way I have it configured, but you know, because I do film my hunts, I do take more stuff than the average guy. If you're not filming your hunts, you're probably not gonna need half this crap. So you can fit a lunch, you fit water, all that, fine. Right here, this is a GoPro that I take, and it's got a big, you know, articulating boom here, and I take some cool shots with that, as you guys will see in the whitetail videos here soon. I always take this. It's waterproof GoPro, so I don't have to worry about getting wet, and I just secure it in here, and I use it as also a second angle camera, and I'll show you guys the mount. In the top here, so I do take some pruning shears. I always have them with me. This is the other pocket. I have my headlamp. So this one's made by Petzl. Seems to work really well. And then I also take a secondary headlamp. So I have been in the woods when your main light dies or it fails or it just doesn't work. So this is a backup that I can take. It works really well. I think this is actually made by Klein. The reason I like it is the button's really hard to press, so it won't turn on in your bag. Same with this Petzl. This button's actually really hard to compress, and it won't turn on in your bag. So I've hunted for over 20 years, so I've had numerous times where I've gone to get my flashlight out and it's dead. So I always take two. Now, you know, people have phones, they could use their phone light, but that still kind of sucks. So going into the main compartment, so typically when I go in on my hunt, this is what I look like. I don't wear blues in the woods because I believe deer can see blues, but I'll have like a gray or a black shirt on, especially in early season. Maybe if it's a little colder, I'll have a long sleeve shirt on. As you can see, I have some vicious poison ivy already, so I probably should have had a long sleeve on that day. But this is early season, so this is what my top layer will be. If I have cover in the tree, I'll just put this on when I get up in the tree. But if I'm like bed hunting and I'm really close to where I think a buck's bedded, I'll actually take this and put this on at the base of the tree. Inside the pack, so this camera, this is my wife's little handy cam. This is what my YouTube channel started with, first episodes. I'm using this as an example camera because I'm using the camera to film this video. My camera goes in here. That's really it. There's a camera in here, and I pull that out. I put it on my arm, and there's nothing else in here, but I have a bag has my tags, and I have some gutting gloves. I like to have gloves on. And I have a little vial in here right here that has 4 Advils in there just in case. I honestly, I have never had to actually use them, but I always just take them. And all my tags are in here, so that goes in here and it stays in here all the time. One thing I do that probably a lot of people would say, I mean, I had a friend say that's actually bad luck. I don't buy it if I can get it out because I got them jammed in here. But he said it's bad luck, or why would you carry that weight? These are Havalon knives. This is the Barracuda and this is the Piranha. They weigh nothing. So this is my saw for cutting the pelvis. This is what I gut all my deer with. This tiny little thing. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's still got fat on it, and I didn't clean it from last year. And I think that's funny that the blood stays on the blade from Gangs of New York. So that's what I do. It's probably not the cleanest thing, but I carry these in on every hunt. These literally, they don't even weigh a pound. They weigh nothing. So I like to, if I shoot a deer, I like to get down, find the deer. I gut the deer with my stand and my sticks, everything with me. I gut the deer, and then I take everything back to the truck and then come back and get the deer. So that's how I like to do it. And I don't think it adds much weight. And then one of the things that I do carry, because they weigh 0 pounds, is I got these at REI. These are waterproof bags. Now I hate the fact that this is blue, but it's big enough to fit my main camera. So I have so much money invested in this camera that I'm filming with right now. It would be irresponsible for me to not have something to, put it in case of an emergency. Now this bag surprisingly is 100% waterproof. Now I don't know if that's gonna last. Those waterproof materials tend to not become waterproof over time, but I got a backup. And same thing for this. So sometimes I'll carry like a little camera, like a little type vlogging camera, and I have that for this. Or if it's really bad, really wet, I can put my phone in here. So I can put my cell phone and keep everything dry. So that just goes in the side. Last but not least, this is kind of a cool product that I'll probably do a review on at some point. This is the Innovating Outdoors. It's part of his scouting collection, I think. You can mount trail cameras on here. You can, it's very sturdy. You can actually screw it into the tree, but it comes with a strap. And it came with a very big strap. I cut it down, but I stick my GoPro on here, and it's second angle GoPro mount. It's pretty quiet. This is all stainless, hardware, so it's nice because it's not going to rust, but it is kind of shiny. I thought about, trying to do something to, if you got a sunny day, that could stick out a little bit. But I really like this thing a lot, to be honest with you. It works really well. It's quiet. It doesn't make noise, and I'm getting some cool second angle, footage with this thing. So, and that is it. That's what I take. I've been on 7 mobile hunts this year, and this is what I've taken on every hunt. Sometimes I might put some snacks in here, so like some Kind bars, or those wafer things or whatever they are, maybe a couple candy bar or something, but that's it. I try to hydrate up before I get to the hunting spot. I'll drink water on the way. A lot of times I'll slam a big bottle before I leave to go out for the hunt. And other than my bow, this is what I take. Now in later season, when it starts to get cold, I'm gonna try to run this pack as long as I can. I have these compression straps here where I can put my jacket on here. I could maybe potentially put a set of bibs, so I could put my jacket here, because you could also use this as a tie strap. So I could have my coat here, my bibs here, so I feel like it might work out, this pack, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is a luxury pack. You can go get a Walmart pack. I have one in the house. It's a field line. It's $30, and I guarantee you'll do the same thing. Now, it's not going to have all the features that this one does, but you can get it done. So that's it. Lone Wolf Custom Gear .5. Like I said, I absolutely love this stand. This is what I go to. This is my #1 go-to. I have a saddle. I have a saddle platform. I am going to use it. Trust me. I'm going to saddle hunt this year. It's just, it's hard to commit to something like that when this works so good for how I hunt in those swamps, deep swamps. I've been going real deep this year, getting close to a couple good ones, so I'm really excited about this season, and I'm loving this deer season. So having said that, you know, it is, like I said, October 14th. I haven't come out with any of my hunting videos yet. We're gonna start with the Kentucky videos. I'm gonna start pushing them out really soon, get you guys some hopefully some good footage here in the deer woods. I haven't filmed a ton of deer, but I have gotten some cool footage on film, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm out there, I'm grinding, and you know, I got some really good bucks on camera. It's just trying to figure out exactly where they're bedding so I can seal the deal. So hopefully this episode was helpful for you. Comment down below, ask questions, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you guys want to do. You know, you guys know I always comment back. So good luck to you guys out there hunting, and I'm gonna go ahead and pack up, and if it doesn't rain tomorrow, I'll be out in the woods. So hopefully we can kill that big one tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Peace.